been doing Parker for some time, haven't you?
Since the early 60s, when I first started working with Jerry Anderson. Yeah.
How did it come about?
Well, I was doing a TV film,
Yeah.
rather ropey script, and he said to me during the shoot that he was hoping to make children's films. So I said, well, I'm not bad at voices and accents.
And the voice of Parker is so distinctive as well. Did you and Jerry work on that together? Was it your idea? Were you
No, he took me to a pub.
Of course.
There was an old guy waiting on table, and he came up and he said, would you like to see the wireless, sir? So that was the birth of Parker. And I sort of did all sorts of H's and stuff. I kind of enriched the voice, but that was the birth of him.
I absolutely love that. That you heard somebody at a table and you just thought that's the right voice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Parker's been part of our lives for so long, but I hadn't realised the backstory that Parker has.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quite a character, isn't he?
Yes.
Doesn't just drive a car.
No, he had a rather dodgy past, if I may put it diplomatically. He'd been in the nick, you see, and then I cooked up this story that he was walking along and this Rolls-Royce drove up and it broke down and he helped to repair it. And then he became the chauffeur and went straight.
I love it.
So yeah.
You're so good at voices, and there will be lots of our viewers watching who recognise your tones, not from Parker alone, but from Grandpa Pig, from Peppa Pig.
Yeah, I just plucked Grandpa Pig out of the air and made him rather full of himself and with his, with his boat, I get it, and all that sort of stuff,
And hasn't Grandpa got a toy train?
Pardon?
Has he got a toy train?
Grandpa Pig?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He may have.
You see, my children grew up without Peppa Pig, but I know, Ben, that yours did. So I haven't watched... I mean, I have to confess, I haven't watched an episode of Peppa Pig.
Well,
people are addicted to it. Children are absolutely...
It is astonishing. It is astonishing.
And do you get children and parents coming up to you?
Yeah, I get a lot of feedback from it and other series too. In fact, I phoned a child in Spain doing The Wise Old Elf the other day.
Which is
and
from
I got a lovely email
amazing.
From him. He said, "You're a true gentleman."
And the Wise Old Elf came before Grandpa Pig.
Oh, yeah, that's before Grandpa Pig.
And give us the difference between Wise Old Elf and Grandpa Pig, because I love the
Well, the Wise Old Elf, he spoke like that. He was rather pedantic, And Grandpa Pig was sort of slightly over the top.
Very full of himself, as you say. The interesting thing is, you know the creator of Peppa Pig from when he was a boy as well.
That's right, because I was friendly with the parents, and it was just phenomenal. He just started making odd, small cartoon films with his partner, Neville Astley.
Do you know, one of the voices that you mentioned that you do when you came into the studio was a voice that people feel we need to channel right now.
Yeah.
We're in a time of great sort of national challenge and division.
Yeah.
We need the voice of a leader who's going to bring us all together and become optimistic, a bit of fighting spirit.
Yeah.
And you do him very well, don't you?
Yeah. We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall fight them in the hills and in the valleys. We shall never surrender.
Oh, wow. Just so stirring. It's magic.
Yeah.
Do you find, I mean, you are still working now, busy working. I mean, and you were an actor, but it's mostly the voice stuff. Has it been sort of a bit of a charm to be able to have this really adaptable and identifiable voice? Yeah,
it has been. Of course, I started off on the stage and I worked with Olivier at the National, which was a great thrill. With the great Leonard Rossiter doing plays. Wow. He played Hitler, I played Goebbels in a famous play called Arturo Ui.
Yes.
So I've had a long innings in television, but the voices have been a great boon for me.
And for all the viewers.
And I never smoked, as everyone smoked like chimneys when I was young. I never liked it and never smoked. So my voice has held up quite well.
Can I be so indelicate as to ask how old you are?
Yes, next month I'll be 94.
Wow.
94 not out.
94 years young.
Yes.
Undoubtedly, and still going strong.
Still going strong.
Still loving every moment of the day.
Absolutely fantastic. We've been talking actually about television licence fees this morning, and as we ask our guests to comment on pretty much anything in the programme, what do you make of the fact that for a large number of over 75s, that free TV licence
Well,
under
I
threat.
don't mind. I mean, if you can afford it, I can afford a TV licence. And I would rather have the people that on the poverty line, I think they're going to make allowances for them. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't mind paying for a TV licence.
No.
I've been lucky.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been lucky.
Well, do you know what? We've been lucky because it's absolutely lovely meeting you,
Thank you very
and
much.
And listening to your fantastic voices. Which is your favourite out of all your voices?
Well, I suppose Parker has to be.
Would you like to? We have our own Lady Penelope out
Yeah.
in Tring Park in Hertfordshire. She has the weather. So, would you like to introduce her for
Yes.
us?
Now, over to the weather with Laura. Cheerio and good luck.